Oh, hello. Oh. Hello, guys. Okay, let me introduce. I am the mental masturbator, getting my PhD at MIT, and I said, let's show you how to get a PhD from MIT. Ugh, it feels a bit awkward. Yeah, I'm working on one of my projects. I should write it down. I'm very theorist. Like all of my works are theory. Like, so I have them handwritten, and I just want to send them to LaTeX. And comment below if you use LaTeX. I don't wear hats usually. Just I was out of. It's 1 a.m. and yeah, I took my shower. My hair is curly, so I need to take care of it. I said I will put a hat. Okay, I have to write this stuff down. It's like big equations. If I could show you, I can show you. Like, come on. Oh, I can rotate this. You see that? All of this, it makes you old. You think we are PhDs, we just write down the stuff, but these are all codes I wrote down. A lot of copy paste too, but like, look at this, a lot of equations. So here, just want to write down for an hour because my colleagues are waiting for me. It's a project I'm doing with 3 of my colleagues. Phone is not. Okay. So we have different parameters. By the way, if you're a scientist, you're publishing paper, please cite my paper. This one is amazing. Gaussian space, game theory, yeah, full of mental masturbation. And I'm writing down a benchmark. Let me that's it. So here, now I just want to get, it's getting very theoretical. Watch this part if you're ready. So I found some of these parameters, or if you're a kid, you want to know how life as a PhD student looks like. It's like this: 1 a.m. typing down. Actually, I really like my t-shirt and this cap I got from Montana. Okay. So I am computing sigma. Computations are done. I just want to write them down. So sigma AI theta j, I need to write down. We can also, don't make fun of my typing, by the way, because I'm not good at it. We can also compute sigma AI theta j. I wish ChatGPT could just do that for me. I am gonna use it more and more, but still for big equations, ChatGPT 4 Um, does it gives you a LaTeX code, but it's not exactly what I want. Maybe it is my handwriting. Maybe it's just it is stupid. So I don't want to use it. I usually like take a photo of my handwriting, send it to my ChatGPT. It gives me the code and put the code here. But for now, the equations are not as big. I don't want to use that. It's just another thing. I need to pull out my phone. And every time you pull out your phone, you're a PhD student. You need your focus. My muscle memory, my thumb goes to the YouTube. So I prefer not to do that here right now, especially when I just started. So we can also compute sigma AI theta j based on, if you read the paper you will know, sigma AI theta I. Well, you may say Amir. Amir is my name. You are like using sigma I, theta j. I barely used sigma in my life. It's a Greek word. Usually shows up in advanced math. Don't worry. I don't want to scare you. Assume whenever I say sigma AI theta j, I assume like an asshole you see every day, a bully. And sigma AI theta I, he's the good guy. At the end of the day, we want to compute everything based on sigma AI theta I. And you don't know, you don't see these stuff, but already all of them are computed based on them. The only missing point is just computing sigma AI theta I. So now I want to write down the equation that gives sigma AI theta j based on sigma AI theta I. If you notice, sigma AI theta I is for AI, a j for not a j, but we're connecting to AI. So what I want to do here is just begin. I use align star, even though my colleague uses display math more, and he's very good. He's like amazing, excellent in writing down LaTeX codes. Always just look at his style. I am learning. So, you know, most of the people get PhD once. I am like 4th year PhD, 4.5, but still a student. All right. Sigma AI theta j. So sigma AI theta j. You see, these are not like very complicated stuff. These are just donkey work, as some people say. But you have to write them down. There is no dumber person than you as a PhD student who can write these down for you. Maybe one day ChatGPT. But all of the smarter guys are also busy doing bigger things. And you are here like you are a PhD student. You look like a lowest level person in academia. So all of the donkey works is on you. You also do the thinking, by the way. You also think about the problems, like people who are professors or like PhD postdocs, they are focused more on got two fracs in each other. Bear with me. Burns me when I have to use frac for writing a 1/2. Yeah, older people just, they are busy with the ideas, gathering money for your fucking research, which doesn't help any of my research. To be honest, I pray every day to I don't know who, but I am begging this life that brings one day that this research is useful to somebody. Like if you're watching YouTube in 200 years, 1 in a million, maybe it's useful to you. As long as it has money for me and I'm doing my research. Well, actually this project, I'm finishing it. So I want to just write it down and make it done. So I wrote down AI theta J based on AI theta I. This project has so many variables. Next project I will start, I'm thinking also on my thesis, last years of my PhD hopefully. I don't want to make it too much mathematical. Let's be honest, moment of honesty, I lost my belief in mathematics. I think applied science is not, like, we are some scientists here, applied scientists. We want to just vomit the knowledge of mathematics we know inside into applied majors, which doesn't work. Like, we are completely blind to the real world and we're just mental masturbating in our head every fucking day, and then we go solve an equation and just gives us the feeling of relief that we finished our masturbation. That's the feeling we have. Okay, let me recompile to make sure I wrote down the equation fully. That is correct. And then what do I want to write down? So now I want to, okay, now everything is computed based on sigma AI theta I, as I promised. Now I want to find out sigma AI theta I. Let me see. I want to write it down as if we substitute the value of sigma I theta j theta j. By the way, I don't know why should we write down stuff papers. As a young scientist, I believe we are hurting society's like average IQ. We are writing these papers which are really boring. I've never been in a seminar or a conference that I didn't feel I want to sleep. I feel, my thought is that math, like I'm a theoretical guy, alright? So it was amazing at the beginning and it helped us be clear in what we want to say, and it was creative also. But then we developed theories and we got very rigorous in defining and saying everything, and it was good because there was some ambiguity always. We didn't know what to do, and math was helpful. now we know the solutions. We don't actually care about the optimal solution. Well, I don't care. Maybe some people care. The thing is that now math is stopping us. Nobody can read a paper. We are in 2023. About a month left to get to 2024. Who reads papers? I feel all schools, MIT, Stanford, they should stop writing down papers. Yeah, paper is there if some person who is very like rigorous and wants to read. We have a paper version for YouTube. By the way, I went to the gym today. Maybe we talk about it later, but you know, just that my phone is on the selfie mode, so I'm very proud. Okay, this we should put videos. A lot of people don't know what is happening in PhD. I was talking to my friend the other day, who is a famous scientist everybody knows, who is the Nobel Prize winner of physics, for example. I only know Einstein. What happened after him? I don't know. I don't even know what Einstein did. I just know he was smart. And after him, I don't even know who is smart anymore. It's just, there are scientists. So I think like our papers are not relatable, even though my work, I believe if you read it, it's pretty good, but you probably won't understand. Too much mathematics, and it probably doesn't bring any value to you, because even if you are somebody who can use it, I say you wouldn't, because it's just too much theoretical. So that's it. Let's go sigma I theta j. In sigma, God, frac again, frac, a lot of fracs. Also, I cannot even use the voice feature here, because a lot of LaTeX codes involved here. I have to type them. And sigma AI. Okay. We will have, okay, I substituted sigma I theta j by the value I've from the equation in the another equation, and now everything is sigma ai theta I, which makes a degree 3 equation. And if you don't know about degree algebraic equations, it's not a problem. It's just we have solutions for them. We have closed form solutions for algebraic degree 3 equations. The problem is that it just gives us no intuition about how sigma I theta I looks like. Instead, I decided to have a graph that is intersection of a line and a like 1 over x squared curve. So it gives us some intuition about how sigma I theta I works. Uh, and by the way, this part of my work, don't look at my hair, please. This part of my book, my book, my this part is just a benchmark. We are comparing the results with the main problem we had, and oh my god, this benchmark, we got to the point, we had a conversation, I had a conversation yesterday, and we got to the point that this computation really doesn't matter, and also it does, well, like sigma I theta I doesn't matter, because this is a variance of a Gaussian distribution, like distributions Gaussian, if you don't know, just like Gaussian distribution have two parameters, and we were thinking if their mean doesn't work, we can, it's not the same, comparing the covariances doesn't make sense, but we still are computing them, but we can get some good intuition about, we have something to say about means. So it was still good, but we didn't need to go this deep to compare the results. Really, I don't like to spend so much time on a benchmark, but this economist, like I'm at computer science department, but my work is close to econ. One of my colleagues is a faculty at econ department, so it's close, and we are submitting to econ journals, and what else do I want to say? Okay. So these econ people, they're too much. They're just like, especially theorists. First of all, your theories doesn't work in real life. Well, you may ask, yo, if you are saying this, why are you doing the research? I'm doing this research for 4 years, and it is my thoughts after 4 years. I did this research, another one similar to it, a bit simpler, and I applied for these internship positions. Nobody cares about your papers. And I say, dude, future is about this. And they say, shut up, man. Nobody cares. Not that I am pissed off, but I want to finish this paper, and then for my thesis, which will be my final project, hopefully, I really want to do something that is more practical. Okay, on the positive side, I say this was a good research, the last 2 papers, because now we know that they cannot use, like, when I say they, my work is about social platforms like recommender systems, like on YouTube or Instagram recommends you, or data privacy, your private data, how they can use it, these social platforms. Now it seems that these social platforms, they cannot use it, that our problem is too abstract for them, and they need projects that is closer to machine learning. So if we didn't do this, we couldn't say this, that they are not useful. And that is the result. I am moving more towards experimental or practical research. Let me type. I talk too much. These are the main PhD. The main PhD doesn't come from thinking. It comes from writing the shit down. You know how long it takes for writing a paper? If you don't have the patience, you are not built for PhD. I'm telling you. In this channel, you are going to learn how to be a PhD student. Look at this, like degree 3 equation. I have to write it down. There is no other way. My God. Okay, there is some. I can use some copy paste here. It is line 2. I'm going to find my equation. Okay, it's here. Frag 0, frag. That's it. Checking the equation here with what I have here. So then I want to what is it? It's a 0 up here. So and frag of, okay, that's where I want to have my equality sign. Look, these are all just for you to understand the paper better. Like, you know, I was thinking how many people will read this paper, and if they really read, they won't read this stuff. Nobody reads. There's details on mathematics. At the end, if they are economists, they will go and read the intuitions we got. But we have to be correct and rigorous in every aspect, because otherwise I don't want to be disrespectful, and if you are a referee watching this, I don't mean it, sir, but fucking asshole referees will say, no, when you send it and when you submitted it to us, there was this mistake here, so we were not going to publish your paper, which is taking you like about 1.5 years. I mean, nobody reads these papers, let's be honest. Even referees do not check the proofs. I'm just writing them down because I feel I have to be a nice person. And have some, I don't think, but my colleagues think. But you don't want to. What if there is a asshole referee that says, okay, I'll go. By the way, I'm calling these guys asshole. They are just professors, and I don't know them, but fucking professors. I don't know if you ever been with a professor of a. They are amazing. They are very nice people. I usually find them, all of them, very inspiring. But when they are free, you don't want to. They're not as cool, you know. They are nice people. I really like them because why not? First of all, I love my advisor. I don't know if he's a referee anywhere or not. But you see this guy, my advisor, and you say, dude, you know what? I want to get a PhD with that guy. how smart he is. Monzer, I know you're not watching the video, but I really love you. I really love that I'm working with you. Only if you could get me an internship, that would be amazing. Alright. I'm pretty much done here. Anyways, let's write it down. Frag, one after another. Next time, you know, that would be nice if you could have a project, everything would be linear. Oh my god. Oof. I have a challenging time right now matching the, what do you call this? Brackets. They are not brackets. They are called, what are they called? Stylish brackets. Bracket. Script. Dude, I need to. Alright, this one, you know. I forgot its name. So I'm seeing if they have the same amount of left ones and right ones. Alright. Why does it act like that? I don't know. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm missing something. S n minus 3 r did a smart copy paste, saved like 10 seconds. What the fuck happened? Okay. So R plus 1/2. Exactly. That's it. So we have a line and we have a curve, and the intersection will be sigma A theta I, and that sigma A theta I can be bigger, smaller, and we cannot say much about it. So who cares? At the beginning I really liked this benchmark, but now I feel it's just getting too much. The main reason we started it was that on our older project we didn't have this benchmark, and some of the feedbacks we got wanted to know about this. So we said here we can do that, but we can say some stuff, but not as much as we can say about the main result we have. We also have a problem here that we don't know what is a good definition of outside option. We don't know what outside option is. So, but we have this problem that our outside option, I think the current outside option for the benchmark makes sense. My colleagues say that, one of them, which he is an economist, he says no, we better try other outside options. And really, to be honest, this outside option idea, we had so many conversation and discussion about it, and still at the end of the day I don't feel sure and like certain deep inside that we are doing something right. Like, just the literature is not very right about it, or is not very clear about it. Alright, I'm done here. Okay. Now I have some calculations in my scratch paper. I don't want to add them to the LaTeX. Now it's the time to draw the graphs. Come here, baby. Where are you going? All right. About the graphs, look at this. That looks very good actually, right? I'm using Samsung Notes. Samsung is one of my biggest sponsors. By the way, iPhone, overrated. I switched to iPhone 14. Overrated. Android is better. Also, they changed their socket for iPhone 15 to Type-C. Fuck you, Team Apple. Anyways, so I want to draw these photos. Like here, I also wrote down the equation. For that, I need to use a library in LaTeX, which is called Tixi. A lot of copy paste. Glacier Park. It's very beautiful. All right. So yeah, if you notice, there was a line and there was this curve that they intersect at a point, and that was what I was talking about. Yeah, I think biggest next step for me is just drawing that. Okay. Okay, I also can see that Thibaut changed the notes. Thanks to him. Like this LaTeX, like all four of us have access to it. Yeah, maybe a lot of you don't know what is, how do we write this stuff. Everybody takes part of the writing. write them down, then we go over the writing the paper again and again, and this paper already have like fucking econ papers. It is like 47 pages for now. They are long, man, and I'm a CS guy. The papers in CS are much shorter because they are for conferences. These are journal papers and they're no joke. And we go over these papers over and over. We send them to referees. They have their feedbacks. We need to fix those errors they get. And then at the end, over all of these doing these reviews, I'm really sad that you cannot understand them. Like, I don't know how many people can understand them. Whenever I read another person's paper, I just don't read their proofs, I don't even read the theorems. I just want to know their model, you know? Their results are not that important to me because their results are not about me. I don't have Google or I don't own Google or Facebook. So I cannot use those results unless I'm using a model that is close to their model, which brings us back to the concept of mental masturbation. I want to point your attention to it. Mental masturbation. What are we doing here in academia? Somebody writes a theoretical paper. Nobody gives a fuck if they are going to work. It's not mathematics. Here is not mathematics department. Here is computer science department. Here is econ department. Where it should work in real life. Nobody cares. Nobody goes and says, okay, these papers you wrote, none of them worked in real life. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything that says, okay, papers from 5 years ago, which one of them was applied and the results was closed. There is no such a feedback to academia. So what we do is just, we write papers, they are theoretical, for example, for me. My works so far were theoretical. And I expected that when I finished my first work, okay, now we are going to see if the idea we got that from that work can be applied to practice. Nobody cares. And it is like very difficult to expect these companies to implement these ideas. The only thing that can happen is that another paper, another researcher uses our model, which is a theoretical, which is not obvious if it is applicable or not, and builds a model upon it. One of my biggest questions, that is called mental masturbation. We are just a bunch of armchair theorists building model over previous researchers' mental model. And nobody checks, yo, they are not working, or yeah, this one is working, so you better work on this one. I don't really like this part of applied science. Sometimes I feel just these abstractions are making problems, not solving problems. Okay, I think I'm talking too much because I want to escape from drawing the graph. Well, I have some graphs before. I want to look at those and see how we use the TIXI library. I think if I draw the graphs that on my side, it will be pretty good, right? And it's getting 2 a.m. and I'm not a coffee person, so a lot of these thoughts came to my mind when I had a course, optimization methods, or like linear optimization or something like that, with Professor Bert Sikas. No, not Bert Simas. And oh shoot, dude, this Tixi picture is a big ass block. And he was saying, dude, none of your works will be applied. And he was kind of tired of. It was 2 years ago, so don't take anything here seriously. By the way, here we are just mental masturbating together. Yeah, he was saying most of the probability theory stuff cannot be applied, like something like that. You know, most of them. Even he was talking about like, if you know O of n and complexity theory, they said they're bullshit. A lot of these algorithms that are very complex, we can use them in real life. And a lot of them that are very off, like O of n, square root of n, they are still even huge. So, wait a second. Why is it wrong? Well, we have the begin figure T. Oh, okay. PGF math. Wait a second. Can I give, if ChatGPT can solve this part, that will be amazing, you know? Yes, that will be like, just you couldn't see the day. Cannot believe what happened in my life after I found I can use ChatGPT. Not that it wants to do the research, but just drawing a graph. It's not my responsibility. Actually, I believe you should write down, like, it is more beautiful here. LaTeX code is not helpful. I think we are being too clean in writing down the papers. Papers are over, man. We should start putting videos, something that is less boring. We know all of us are sleeping during seminars. First time, it's okay, but every time your seminars are boring, even when you're presenting, you do not bring your theorems. Why? Because nobody reads them. Are you dumb? I'm asking ChatGPT, give me LaTeX code for the graph. Sam Altman is on the line, guys. To create the graph shown in your image, you can use LaTeX package PGF plots. But my friend is using PGF math. It's Marco. This Tixi, it's a fucking scary. More, okay, he also used TGF. Dude, I love this. How does it know if it is? This code sets up a basic graph with one main function, 1 over x squared plus 1. Well, it is wrong. Because our has a, okay. Still I can use it alone. Yeah, I am using Overleaf on the necessary packages pre-installed. Okay, I'm using Overleaf because it says you need one of these. I copy it, then I send it to my laptop to see what's happening over there. Go food. Alright. My Telegram. Not all of it. You don't want all of it. You want to begin here. And Tixi. Alright. Control C. Where should I add this? This will, I think this part takes up to the end of the week. Isn't it stupid? Again, like, come on guys. Why do we need to be so clean? Why do we need to be so clean? I don't get it. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Honestly, ChatGPT, thank you a lot for everything you brought us. Okay, now let me see if I can change its code to fix give me my begin Tixi photo picture. Begin access. Shit got serious, man. Access line left. Actually, I like the hat. I may use it when I'm not taking video to just, like poker players. Gives you focus. Begin access. Access line left. X label X. Alright, do I want that? Well, I want X label sigma AI theta I, right? Yeah, X label AI sigma. Should I write it like this? Sigma I have 6 minutes left until I finish writing this down because I want to go to sleep. I want to wake up tomorrow. Let's see if it works. Alright, that worked. Sigma I theta I replaced by X. For Y label, I don't want anything. So let's remove it just. Oh, it says we don't need the dollar sign. Let's see if it works. Yep, we didn't need the dollar sign. Inside tick Z. And at the main function here, this is just an example. Domain is from -10 to 10. I don't want any domain, to be honest. Just I want parametric samples 100. Well, maybe I can use numerical examples here, huh? Sigma I theta I, can it be negative? Where R is positive, T is positive. Wait a second, let me see it. I'm doing, first graph, R positive, T positive. When T is positive in my model, sigma AI theta I, let me be this side maybe. We can't have. When T is positive, sigma AI theta I is also positive. It's actually greater than sigma theta I squared, so I don't want to give it a negative domain. But let's have it because the whole graph, especially the inverse quadratic function, has this asymptotic line in the negative side, so I want to keep the negative side, even though the solution of the intersection is in the positive side. Difficult. Domain, I want to keep it 100 samples, color red. Oh, okay, this is the 1 over x squared. Red. And should I say x? Add legend entry. All right, guys, I think it's enough for tonight. I will save it here and I will come back tomorrow for 1 more hour. Also, tomorrow I want to go over my thesis. I want to read about recommender system and learn about machine learning and coding, because as I said, staying theoretical ain't get us any money. Got it, guys. I will update my Telegram. Good night, boys.